Hello, one and all. Welcome back to Code Weaver Plays Games. Quickly, I'm going to check out to make sure my audio is working, which it appears to be. Quickly switch over to the cam. Hey, how you doing? Me and my graying beard and my messy hair, and we're going to switch right on into the game. Here we go. Hopefully that all works out. Quickly make sure.
Hey, get my rope.
Yep. Audio is coming through with game 2. Gotta double check that. Occasionally stream and things are just broken. Oh, come on. Stupid glasses. But I'm already ready to go. I have a mug of water and a big old cup of coffee, so I'm good on the keeping myself awake and hydrated.
As long as it
So,
works, I don't suppose it really matters.
good on you, AJ. All right, so let's do the quick spiel while I load into the place that I'm fast travel, the place that I'm trying to go. So this is not a questy stream. I try to alternate the questy stuff with the sim settlement stuff so that you can just pick and choose what you're interested in doing. I'll try not to mix them too much. We're gonna punch ourselves on up to Abernathy Farm. All right, while we're sorting that out, here's the description. I'm playing Fallout 4, modded to be in a sort of an equestrian style. You can see from the characters what that means. And I've gone and added as many mods and as many quests that have been, mod quests that have themselves been modded in order to be able to support that theme. In addition to that, other things that I've got are some visual mods in order to improve the weather and foliage and a bunch of stuff like that, night sky, things like that. I've got...
Yeah, Abernathy's on this farm. Haven't been up here in a while. Raiders hit the place and killed one of their daughters.
I've got mods that...
Only thing worse than a raider is a synth.
I've got mods that add the occasional new companion. Heather is a new companion, apparently. And one who's very talkative, very knowledgeable about the Commonwealth. And I did not expect to be taking her with me on this, even though I did add the mod. Because I'm super curious as to what she has to say about all the different places in the world. And she upgrades as I upgrade, so that was something I learned last time. Alright, quickly going to pause while I finish off my spiel, because otherwise I'll miss some of Heather's ramblings. The only mods that are potentially game-breaking are I carry lots and lots of stuff. My general play style has been to just slowly migrate every bit of material I can gather all the way back to my home base. And that's not going to stop because I like having lots of resources available to me. But in order to make it playable for the stream, I just don't really have any realistic carry limits. Whether or not you agree with that or not, oh well, that's the way I'm going to play. I don't think it really changes anything about the story or the combat or the questing or any of that. I have played the game vanilla, by the way, all the way through a couple of times without any mods, and enjoyed it quite a bit. So this is also not a blind playthrough. The other thing is that I have mods that enable me to bring more than one companion, and that will become obvious as to why for two reasons, or for a couple of reasons. You'll find out. But by and large, the big thing to note is that I've got it on the second hardest level setting in the game, just below the instant death one. I can't remember what it's called anymore. The survival mode. So even though I have more than one companion, and they do help me deal with some of the little guys when I'm up against a serious threat, I still get my butt handed to me. I don't know how I got through this level of difficulty when I was playing vanilla, but there you go. A lot of patience. So we are going to get back into this and bring a little friendship to the Commonwealth. And for anybody who isn't sort of enjoying this thematic approach to the game, there's the door, because that's the way I roll this stream. So let's get right back on into this. Alright, so it is nighttime, and my night times are really dark. This is not a mistake. This is basically a lot of alrighty then. So I did the Abernathy quest to clear out the raiders nearby, And that also got him his locket back for his deceased daughter, which I thought was just a great way to go.
Folks work for what they got.
I wonder if I can borrow.
Can't say I've seen anything like it.
I hope you realize how much you did for us.
Heather in the background, by the way, is singing a lot of the... Hey, let's turn on flashlights. Everybody remind me that I actually have a flashlight. I keep forgetting to turn it on. I can take all of this. I'm not going to try ransacking the farm, because why? I do need to sleep, though. I'm wondering if there's a place up here or anywhere I can temporarily crash just to pass the time. Can I borrow your bed, guys? I don't need it for long. Yeah, alright. So here we go. Say 10 hours, 9 hours gets me up at like 6 and change. Nearly 7, I think. There we go. All right, let's do a thing. We are going to be doing one of the other major mods. I should mention is a thing that we're actually here for, which is that I have a mod called Sim Settlements, and what Sim Settlements does is it turns the colony building aspect of the game, the settlement building aspect, into a sort of a SimCity-esque layout plots of land and let the people who come to live here deal with it themselves. You set up taxes, you set up plots of land, but you basically let them do a lot of the setting up, and you don't. Now, it just exchanges one kind of time-consuming design for another, but I thought it would be fun to fully experiment with that in this playthrough rather than going to the trouble of building up my colonies myself, which I have done, but I'm going this way this time. Now, this is Abernathy Farm. It's not that far away from my primary colony and sanctuary. One of the big wins here is that it's got an enormous front yard, absolutely colossal, which means I think I can build a town with actual sort of streets and street layouts down in this lower untended farm section, which is a little bit easier to lay out than a sanctuary. However, I want to build walls around this section of it so that I can eventually mount turrets at parts of it to help defend, because there will be raiders, coming in and attacking, that sort of thing. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm not going to build all the walls right at once, but I want to make sure that I leave myself a gap so that I can sensibly do so. So here we go. We're going to be doing some preliminary settlement type stuff. All right. So we are going to build, I think, some walls and floors, at least, because I don't think I can set up a wall on its own, right? If I try to do this, oh, can I? I can set this up on its own? Yes, I can. I've forgotten a little bit about how to do this. So I'm going to build walls across the back here, see if I can attach them, or at least a corner. I'm going to build a corner. I'm not going to worry too much about a floor. I'm going to put a ceiling, and I'm going to put a turret on top, I think, as part of defenses. So let's see how well this works, shall I? It's going to take a little bit of fettling. So here we go. I want to square this off reasonably well, because I'm going to be doing it right along the back side of this. So if I do that, see, that's a little bit off. This is going to be a colossal pain in the neck, getting this exactly aligned, especially because all of my companions get in the way. Pinky! Pinky! Out of the way, darn it. Oh, not interesting. Okay, let's see if I can actually do it from this angle. The biggest problem is that if I step outside of the bounds of this thing, it cancels the build. Check that out. That is not bad. Can I get it any closer? Because I want to... How far outside of this can I get before it starts telling me to go back inside? Come on. isn't that super interesting? I'm going to go at this from a different direction. I'm going to lay out the floor, which gives me the right angle. Okay, so I'm going to come on. Store this. It's going to take a little bit of thought here. I'm going to go into, I need floors. But I don't want concrete. Come on, what's going on here? No, and I don't want metal either. Just ordinary wood floors will do just fine, thanks. Alright, all of you out. Out, out, out. I need a way to tell all of my companions to get out of the way all at once. But I don't really have that facility, so let's see if I can... How far outside? So I can only go so far outside. It's actually really well lined up completely by accident. Check that out. Because the more room I have inside, I mean, I'm really trying to push the boundaries here. If I screw this up, though, I'm going to be getting partway along my wall and have it fail. So what we're going to do, we're going to buy ourselves, does that look 90 degrees? That looks pretty good there, but it's that's telling. That's looking pretty square, isn't it? Well, let's give it a gamble. I mean, we can always sort it out later. So, here, and here. Now we're going to stash that because we don't actually need that. That looks pretty square, wouldn't you say? I would say. Alright, so now let's go to roofs. And actually, no, what we want is we technically want more floors, don't we? Upper floor. We can do an upper floor. And actually, we can do a... Can we do... This guy. It does technically give me a floor, but I mean, I'm not really going to get into that corner anyway. And that gives me a place to crawl up and put... Not sure I like that. Because what I want to do is I want to put, like, maybe a... What do you call it? A guard station thing on top of it. And I'm not going to have the room if I do it this way. Alright. Never mind. We're going to go back to doing the upper floor. And we will then do a ladder up to it. Scaffolding? No. Here we go. I think this is what I want. Alright, so that enables me to get up here, and then I can put a guard station up and turrets up here, which will guard against that quadrant. I'll do the same thing on that corner and that corner. Probably the one up there too eventually. But this gives me the basis for building. Now, I don't know if I've got this aligned properly to extend the wall all the way that direction, but we'll cross that bridge, as they say, when we come to it. And actually, I kind of want to do it on that corner first because I'm going to be building... I don't want to be building into the hill that way. I want to be building down from above as I head in this direction, do I? Well, let's find out. I'm not building the whole thing anyway. I'm getting ahead of myself, and I can rebuild this wall if I have to. Alright. So having done this, let's go and do defense, guard post. It's going to be hard to fit. Ooh, it is going to be really hard to fit. actually, this is okay. So okay. But now having done this, can I set up a turret on this corner? Maybe not, right? Because it's already kind of right on the edge of being allowed to be on this corner at all, this entire structure. Huh. Okay, this is why this is going to be an experimental pass. We're going to store all of this stuff. I seem to have trapped a couple of my ponies up there. That's great. Kind of hilarious, but a little bit annoying. Okay. Let's can you two get your butts down here by any chance? There we go. Finally got the teleport mechanism to work. All right. Oh, come on. Store. Thank you. Store. Thank you. All right. So let's bring this floor in a little bit or bring in these walls a little bit because. Apparently I've done it from this side this time. That's fine. Come on, AJ. Get off. All of you, off. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's pretty close. Okay, I've got that mostly aligned that direction. It's about a quarter of the sheet on that side. So I want to actually nudge this over to about there. That tiniest little nudge. Come on, out of my way. Both of you, out of my way. Ugh. So hard to get good help these days. Love you all, but... Okay, so let's see if that gives us a little bit more leeway once we put the walls up here and here. And then take you out. Upper floor here. Not what I'm after. There we go. That's kind of what I'm after. Yeah. Although I may put it down on the other side actually, so that it ends up being into the hill surface. There we go. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Now, if I do it from here, can I get the guard structure a little bit further along? Yes, I can. So part of the reason I couldn't do it that far up before was because of the fact that would be extending like way out into the middle of nowhere. So having done that, I should then be able to do something like... not that.
Hold on now.
I can put these up here.
Hey! My bad.
Can I get all of you down here, please? Need to find out if I can stuff this turret on the corner. quite. So I need to be able to nudge this a little bit further back in order to be able to buy myself just a little extra room for the turret. So I'm not quite there yet. All right, do it again. So that's fine. This will give us an idea on what we can do in the future for other such buildings. So all right, all of you out of the way, please. Thank you. All right, so we're just going to tuck this into the corner right against the actual corner, which actually is easier to align, well, a little bit easier to align. It's going to be easier to align anyway. Okay, not quite, but that's okay.
Hold on now.
Almost there. How are you doing? Ooh, look at that. That's actually really good. With that much error over the entire distance, I might actually be able to cover the entire distance. All right, so let's do this thing. One more time, this time with feeling. All right, so now we go into here. We're going to go after our long stairs coming down from this side, which we can't do yet because we don't have the ceiling. Shack upper floor, bang. And part of the reason we don't want to build a huge amount of the structure right now is I just don't have the resources for it. But that's not going to matter, because sooner or later I'm going to have all of these people collecting their own scrap and resources, which means I'll be able to build this stuff with the stuff they collect. So like I said, it's a trade-off of what it's a trade-off of the complexity that you're going to add. I'm gonna lay out the structure for, look, I kind of want your city to be built this way, but once I get stuff laid out, you guys can go to town. At which point they collect me resources and I focus on the things that are sort of more interesting to build. It means that I don't get to lay out really funky bedrooms and buildings and whatever, but I never really got that elaborate in that side of things anyway. And it doesn't stop me from doing it if I want to down the road on a case-by-case basis. In fact, at the drive-in, I'm going to want to build a structure to basically encase the radioactive pond so that no pony can go in there. So, defense. Guard post, yes please. Now how far out can I tuck this? See, that is a much better trade-off. I can get that hanging all the way out over the nose, roughly at 45 degrees. And that still gives me enough space to actually throw a couple of turrets, I think. Yes, it does. It really does. Maybe. With some effort. As long as none of my companions are up there. Come on, you goofballs. Get out of there. Love you all dearly, but you're impeding my ability to get crap done here. Come on. I saw it light up for a second. Where is that position?
Hold on now.
Okay. Part of it, I think, is because I was coming at it from below. So let's try to do it from up here. Pick you up and rotate you a little because I want you to be a little bit more focused to the outside. That looks pretty good. What do you think? I think that covers the line of the wall really quite nicely. All right. So that gives me some one guard location, and it also sets the layout pattern for how close I can get to that in terms of building residences. Okay. So I am going to start laying out residences. Actually, I'm gonna. Right. Okay. Okay. Nope, not doing stores. I'm doing. There we go. Residential plots. I'm going to have the. I need to lay out the residential plots first, but I want the shops to be actually up near the shops and resources. I think a large number of the resources anyway to be up near the farm, because I'm gonna put like water supply and the like up there anyway. Let me think. Actually means I'm gonna want residences up there because that's where they're gonna want to be for the water. Do I want stores down here away from the farm? I think maybe I do. All right, let's try this out. Okay. Now this already has a sizable garden up there, right? So technically speaking, like food, 18. I can support quite a number of people without having to build agricultural plots. So what if we have an entrance to the township here? I mean, we'll have to probably have one up there also. But one of the primary entrances will be here. It'll be guarded by this post. You can come into this area from what is directly that direction. Actually, that's not really a road at all. So in principle, what we want is actually come off the road down here.
Damn it.
Actually, it's really, you guys? All right, well, you do you. It's actually off this corner, isn't it? Like, if you were to think of this as how would you get here in order to do business, you basically come from two different directions. You either come from this road here, which makes a lot of sense, as you could travel down and then up, or you would be coming in from this direction. Let's just make that walk. And I mean, I know this doesn't probably make any difference at all contextually from a gameplay point of view. Let's just think this through. You could come at this place from this angle and say, so there's a power line run. Not that you come in from the power line run, but yeah, there's a power line run which basically heads, I guess, in this direction, because I'm pointed right at it. I think that power line run heads up here and then curves around the back. But the road that you would come in on is actually, I mean, maybe up and over from this tower, but this is awkward. I mean, you'd be coming over all of this rough terrain, right? What am I pointed at? So that is the back of the Red Rocket truck stop, which is kind of the nearest road. But there's no official road here. And that's Concord down below. So chances are, if you were transporting a heavy load, you wouldn't be coming across the back side of this. I just don't think there's a sensible way to do it. I mean, you might come up through this valley. You might come behind. You might come behind the Red Rocket truck stop and then down this valley. So look, we can entertain. Is this a rad storm? Ah, crap. Oh no, maybe I just was standing over. I'm not sure. You might come over this hill, and then, and this isn't a terrible path for a car to take, to come over here. But then you've got, I mean, you got some bumps in the road, you got some rocky ridges, like this is super awkward. In terms of the boundaries of the farm, wow, you do have all this room back here too. So actually what I might do is I might turn all of this into farmland when I need more farming space. There's already a lot of farming space up here. Yeah, I'm gonna put the stores down in this section. Okay. I need more, I kind of do need more walls to get a sense of where this is going, so. Is that following the line? It's not bad, but if I put another one out here... Actually, that's still not bad. I'll be able to go at least some distance with that. I really hope I don't have to relay these out, but, you know, needs must. Yeah, actually that lined up pretty well. Alright. Well, you see, this is the reason why I probably should have started at the other end. Or at least started in the middle. Because I'm going to end up in a position where... Do I have half walls? No, so there's going to be this obnoxious gap. So I kind of need to lay out a foundation here, and then build up to that area. All right. So. This is going to be annoying. This is going to be annoying to get this right. Alright, everybody out. Everybody out. Alright. Okay. All right. All right, come on. No, don't want to do that. Thank you. Everybody move, please. Thank you. Very annoying. All right. How well do you line up? I mean, actually, that's pretty good, if I'm being honest. But bend me back a little bit. Okay, crouch when I'm doing that. Okay. I got my orientation screwed up.
Hold on now.
Okay, we're gonna collapse that. We're gonna move this one forward. Out! Scoops, all of you.
Hey!
No, stop it. Stop it immediately. Come on. Please get out of my way.
Hold on now.
Okay, it needs to be rotated a hair. Needed a hair more. That. Good, but not quite enough. That's pretty good. And that doesn't do a bad job of lining up. So let's see if we can rebuild this way. You can go back into storage. See, not bad. I'm not completely incompetent. All right, except that this is going to have to get completely stored and rebuilt. Let's figure this this corner out. That is the valley section of the wall, though, and this will serve as a good baseline for the rest of this. We don't need that anymore anyway. Well, actually, we will when we go to maybe when we go to put on the roof. We'll find out. Check that out. That's a problem. I can't actually get it to penetrate into the ground. However, can we actually build two of these on top of another without an intervening wall? No. Okay, so that's the reason why that's a problem. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. So I can't put that down in there, but if I store that, I grab a roof. No, it's not a roof. I want a floor, but I want the second stage floor, because that's what I built. Yeah. Right. I build out one of these. Can I then build a wall at the back and below the floor? Possibly not. But we should be able to do that, then do that, and store that, store that. That's not going to work. Dang. Okay. So I can't get that to interpenetrate into the ground any further. So that's great for my walls, but then I run up against this complication in the corner. But that may be okay. It just means I won't be able to completely, purely attach each of these to each other piece. But if I start the wall again here, I should be able to at least 99% enclose this corner on its own merits. So let's see if we can get this to align.
My bad.
Not quite, right? A little bit more. That's pretty good. That's also pretty good. All right, well, this could work. And then we do this. Then we do that, but we're going to need a roof in order to be able to square it off. The attachment rules are a little bit annoying to work with, but they're not impossible. So if we do that, and then we do this. The problem is that sticking out past, which in and of itself isn't a problem, except that it's actually more important that we be able to continue along that length. Although we're going to be in the ground anyway, so does it matter? Because we're not going to be able to connect all of them up to each piece anyway. So how much of a stickler am I for that?
Silly me again.
Just enough that I'm going to give it another go. Come on, thank you.
Ooh, hold on now.
Yeah, all of you out of the way. And actually, one side of this is going to be open for a sort of an opening into the compound anyway, so. Yeah, see, it's come in a little bit anyway, and I'm actually rotating it back, so. Yeah, because I didn't start flush up against the back, so that's fine. So that, now we've got that. So let's continue on our merry way. So. This, by the way, is why I wanted to give automating some of this a try, because I had a lot of fun. Doing all of this jiggery pokery before, building like more meticulous structures. But there's a point at which I want some of this automated. And while I'm willing to do this for the outer walls, I don't really want to do it for the whole compound. Now, I'm going to actually have, I will have this as the opening so that I don't have to put a wall here. I think I can get away with that, although it would be nice to get one more layer down. I wonder if I can do that. So, attach you. Am I going to be able to force a wall in here? No, 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 no. Thank you. Leave that where it is. No, it's... Oh, is it? Is it? It is, in fact, going to let me. I can sneak one of those in there. But I do want an actual doorway, so... Let's actually put in a doorway. Let's put in a proper doorway. Oh, we do in fact have half walls. I'm not going to change this now because I think I like the way this is laid out, but okay, that's good to know where those all stand. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of a double doorway. Can I do anything else? I think if I want to build anything larger that like carts could get in, I would have to build it myself. I said I was going to put the stores at this end. So I'm probably going to want like a rotunda down here, like just an area where you can bring in carts. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually go back to doing this upper floor. We're going to say, yep, you can come in here. you're not going to let me stuff another wall in here, are you? Like up against the bottom of that. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to have to add... I'm definitely not going to be able to do 2 walls here. If I do that, it's not going to let me get away with another, is it? And like have it attached? No, it's not. So, and I want this to be the gap. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to put that there. I have to start another run of walls into the hill here. But I'm going to leave that as a gap so you can bring in your Brahmin and whatever through here. And so let's do...
Hey! My bad.
Let's do that. Except that's not the way I want it to be oriented relative to... the other walls that I have here. So... something like that, actually. Everyone out of the pool. All right, something like that. Except now I gotta make sure it's not outside the building. Because now I'm going to put a floor down. All right. Except it's not going to let me. It's really not going to let me. It's not going to like that at all. All right. Can I get away with that? Yes, I can. That's going to enable me to build down instead of up. All right, so... now that is definitely not oriented quite correctly. So in order to make that work, I gotta rotate this entire thing around about, what would you say that is? Probably about 2 or 3 degrees. All right.
Hold on now.
Just to get this one corner established. Have I saved myself a single damn thing? In terms of time? No. No, I have not. But it's interesting. That's not what I'm after. Why am I having trouble here? Because that shack floor is a shack upper floor. That's what I want. Let's just check the alignment of, you can see that it's just a little bit out. It's fine. We will get this squared off. There we go. There we go. I'm happy with that. All right. Except you're not going to let me tuck another wall in there, are you? Not even from that upper floor. Nope, you're not.
Hold on now.
You obnoxious rats.
Hey!
There it is. There it is. Got it. And got it. I'm not going to be able to get this next one. No, I'm not. But that's okay. I got 2 of them. Now I can store that because I don't need it. There's my entrance. Whew. That was the world's biggest headache, let me tell you. All right, let's tuck that right up against there. And from this layout here, along these walls, I can give myself a little bit of a rotunda here in which everybody can meet, and I can start building like a line of shops back there and along here. I think is what I'm gonna do. Perfect. But we've got to get the defenses up because they're going to want to have defenses anyway to be considered a viable thing. So let's not screw around. Let's just put some defenses in. Right, I don't want to put one here, but that means I'm going to want to put this ladder over one slot. It's a little awkward, but I can rework this later if it bothers me too much. So is that going to cover the line? It's going to cover the line. I think I'm going to add one more right here. Not that I need to, because we're not going to get attacked, especially not from this quarter. Not that easily. Okay, we got lots of defenses. Well, granted, only on this one corner, but we've got lots of defenses. Now, having done that, how are we going to set this up? We need to be able to set up a... I'm going to set up a... kind of want to set this up as if it's... a rotunda with a raised road section for the settlements, with the roads heading that way, like ahead of me. Because if I close this off, I don't really want to close this off. But starting out, that I might kind of want to do that. So let's see what this looks like when I lay it out. So we're gonna want industrial plots, and more importantly, we're probably gonna want industrial plots with a raised section. So this is how big they are, and you can see that I can at a fixed distance here, which you can see that I'm laying out. I can set it at any height I want, which is nice because I mean, I might have to have a bigger wall at the back, but I can always build that. But that means that I can cut into the landscape here. So yeah,
Hold on now.
I'm gonna want to view it from this side, I think. So I'm going to want to do that, but I'm going to want it high enough that I can then go into this area here. Something like that, I think. All right, let's see if we can't do something like this. Then come up here and make some minor adjustments. Oh, come on. Alright. Yeah, store the sensor. Cancel. Thank you. Just... Yeah. So, gotta blow that up and try again, because every pony's now on my way. Oh, okay, so look at that. Okay, so I can at least... That's not bad on this side. But it's not quite as high as I want it. Okay, so I need to pick it up. No, I need to... Can I grab the whole plot, please? Yeah. Don't just want the foundation, I want the entire plot. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna have to grab from the other side. Seriously, guys? Nope. Raised it. Have we tightened the gap? Yeah, it's not that easy for me to grab it from this side because the sort of control points for this are on this side. Oh, needs to be up a little higher. Out of the way, guys. Out of the way. Getting the first one placed is always the trickiest.
Pardon?
Might not be able to raise it up any higher. The reason I want to get it higher is because I'm going to be cutting into this hill, so... There we go. So the higher I can make it, generally speaking, the better. But it also lines up nicely at the back of that fence, so I can just cut the fence a little bit higher. Just make sure I can actually do that before I commit to laying this thing out. Because these things are way harder to move, if I'm being honest. Oh, also, I have the problem that I don't have a fronting area to this, and that means that, so they're going to be approaching... This is going to be the front of the industrial area. Do I want them this to be the front on this side and head off in this direction? That might be easier to lay out a bunch of them, and also create an implicit wall at the same time. Basically creating streets that come off of this side. Dang it, I kind of do. Alright. I'm gobsmacked. I think just by accident I managed to get it sort of reoriented. Alright. If I do that... Can I get the wood walls across the back? I think possibly. Oh, except these aren't considered walls and or roofs in their own Oh, hang on. This is, though. But not that back. So I gotta pull this away from the wall a little bit. Okay, hang on. See if we can't do this. Yeah, just a little bit more back. Come on, guys. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Not bad. A little bit more rotated off to the right, though. Nope, a little bit more. Better, better, better. And with that, can I now build yeah. Actually, can I push it any farther back and still get that though? Boy, I'm getting fiddly. Because technically these walls and the back walls won't be attached, which is annoying, but yeah. Except for that power pole. It's going to be a gap back there. But I can do that, and in principle I could do that all the way along because it's attached to this. That's not going to solve this side of it over here, but I can do that. And then I'm going to have to figure out some other way to do the attachment to that piece. Okay. So that at least gets me this frontage. And now it's really simple for me to just do this. Some settlements, industrial plots. And actually, I didn't need to have it up this high. You know what? Doesn't matter. We're gonna stick with this. So. You're not going to let me attach, are you? You're just going to let me float it here, which is not quite as good. It's really annoying. Okay. There it is. There it is. That got it attached. Sweet. All right. So, and then I'm going to build a wall along the back here. It's going to be sealed in. This is going to be the end of the street. Then I'll have another row of them coming back this direction. But what I also want to do is I also want terraformers. No, not terraformers, because I don't want to raise the land that way. I'm going to use concrete chunks. Foundations. But I have no more concrete with which to do that. So, I'm going to have to go out and get some concrete. Or buy some concrete. I wonder if I can actually buy some concrete. That could be a thing. Okay, I'm gonna need residences. Okay, so I'm gonna need. Oh, God, I got a couple of things I gotta deal with here. Grr. Also, the other problem is I'm gonna need actual power, and I'm gonna have power. Probably a set of power down here. Yeah. How do I want to do that? Now, I've been doing wind power for the most part. So I'm gonna have a bank of wind power on top of the wall here, actually. Because I gotta put it somewhere. I could put it around that back wall. Except that back wall is kind of... I'm running right up against that back wall. Nope, I'm gonna have an imposing... an imposing wall of residential plots, agricultural plots, none of these. I want structures, wood, roofs. Nope. Floors, upper floor. Bang. Bang. Possibly also bang, but I might have to go up a level, so let's see what we can get away with here. Generators. Windmill generators. I'm gonna need a lot of space in order to put these things in. Dang it. Dang it! Alright. Alright. So that's going to look a little bit wonky because the propellers are stuck next to one another, but until I can get
Hold on now.
I can't stick that there, can I? So the best I'm going to end up going to be able to do is just put another wall in here and then continue the Really, guys? Come on.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, hello. I found a spot where it would slot in. I will take that. Can I go even further? Is there any possible way? Really, really unlikely. I managed to just squeak it in. Alright. Hey, look, I'm not going to argue, because that enables me to do... No, I don't need shack floor. I need shack upper floor. Thank you. So if I do that, is there any chance at all I'm going to be able to sneak in a wall in the back here? Oh, I thought I saw a blip. Did I see a blip? Any chance I saw a sensible blip? Kind of doubt it. Alright. So we're not going to be able to do that. But that, you know what? That does give us. I'm gonna just nudge this over so it doesn't look quite that ridiculous. I don't really want the blades intersecting. I know it's a small aesthetic thing, but it's annoying. But actually, what I can do is I can actually bump this one forward. How does that actually look? Not fantastic. Oh. How about that? That's just on the other side of ridiculous. So these, I'm gonna have to be. This is not really gonna work until I can get staircases up to this. And I think what I'm gonna do in the short term, in order to get these going, I'm eventually gonna replace this with wood, but I'll just use short wooden steps for the moment. That's not gonna cut it, so it's gonna have to be one of these. So. Now I have no wood. Ah! This is going to be a short stream, every pony, because I'm just out of resources. Okay. Need power. I need to sort out power-related issues. Don't need generators. I am going to need this. But I don't need power actually up at the row. I am going to need power for the... Do they have power? They have some power, but I don't know if I can tap into it. I'll figure out where to put this in a minute. Lights, conduit. Conduit? No, not conduit. Connectors and switches. Can't quite get there. How far out here can I place this? Can we get there from here now? Yes, we can. All right, so that can connect to here. That can connect to here. Now all those are powered, which means they can be started to be built by people. That's actually now self-contained. Now, the only thing I don't have are beds. Beds are a problem. We need to be able to get beds. Now, I'm going to have water and that kind of resource mostly up here because we need that for the crops anyway. And I have to place like a fair bit of that because I only have 3 water. But by putting it up here, it also means that the residences will have it available too. So I'm going to put the residences up along this block. And that's actually should be quicker to lay out. Knock on wood. Because we have to do water pumps and we need concrete. Dang it! Alright, we have a problem. We need resources and we don't have it. So, we are going to go deal with that by... Oh, check that out. Alright, we're going to go deal with that by going and grabbing concrete from one of my... from thing with the thing. Hey, see, you have lights. Do you have a generator? Do you have a generator anywhere, or are these magic lights that don't officially have a generator? Chemistry station. Cooking station, that's cool. is actually a good place for more wind turbines are up here. If I'm being honest, this is fantastic for that. Okay, so they're getting power from who knows where, but I don't have access to whatever power they're using. They still have like lingering power generation on these cables. I can't imagine how that works out. However, this gives us a place to add more power, which I'm gonna need it for the residences. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see, we've got traders coming in because we're almost there. I'm hoping the Red Rocket truck stop with its slightly like flatter grade, because it's a gas station, will be easier to build on. This is kind of hardcore dealing with the undulating terrain here. It's kind of a big question as to whether or not it was even sensible to see. Eventually we'll do fusion generators at a bunch of these places, but it requires, I mean, it doesn't really require all that much less aluminum. I guess twice as much, but I don't have that much nuclear material, so I will expand on that later. I mean, per aluminum, the fusion generators are actually more sensible than the wind generators. But I think the reason why I'm kind of keen on using these guys is because I haven't traditionally used them. So I'm kind of wanting to see how seeing if I can, you know, just make it work. But now I'm gonna get powered down. Probably gonna run into resource limits here again. And I also have to put in, no, not you. You. So you're attached. I need to get power down. So we're gonna take the power section, go into the power pylon. I need the big one probably. Can I reach you? No, but probably just because of the unfortunate positioning. All right, we're gonna be vaguely clever here. I try to do this with just one power pole instead of, actually, you know what? No, let's do this in a slightly more sensible way. Let's because we can do, nope, not defense, thank you, power. We can do tiny connectors like these guys. These are tripwires. God, there's a lot of stuff they've added to this. Some of my, anyway. That get connected? No. Okay. Okay, no, I'm gonna have to have a vertical one. All right, so connectors. We need a vertical one. We need a vertical one, basically I put it, just for the symmetry's sake, right underneath this. Right there. Then I'm gonna go connect a wire from you to you. Hello, why can we not? No. Oh, did I actually? Can we do a thing like that? Okay, so we've connected you two up. All right, all right. All right. Out of my way. Oh, no, seriously. And up and up and up and up and up. So actually put this outside of the clipping region for this. That's better. All right, so now you're powered. That means, nope. If we then do connectors and switches, another big power pole, and we put the other big power pole out at the end of the row here. Nope. And then we connect these two up. We now have power that leads us out here. Now we're run out of copper on top of everything else. Boy, we need everything of everything. We're going to be able to put our residences down, and I think I'm going to literally build them from this edge outward. Given a little bit of a gap for, okay, let's see if I can fit one between here and the tree, right? Residential plots, here we go. Yeah, oh yeah, totally can. Okay, so something like that, except want to be kind of tucked right up against that, except a little bit more rotated. Very irritating to move these after they've been placed. Yeah, that's badly rotated.
Hey!
Ooh, that's really close. I'm gonna call that good, actually. But am I going to be able to place a wall on the back edge like I did the last one? I better figure this out real quick. Structures, wood, wall. Oh, I don't have enough to build it. Okay, we are going to temporarily not going to let that get built. Because we really do need to gather resources. Can I gather wood from the environment here? There might be a few fallen trees and the like I can use. I want to leave the fences up. So I think that just adds to the charm of the farm. Got some water back here. Yeah, there's not really any scrub along here that I can turn into wood. So, we are going to go on a... we need all the things. No, you're not supposed to... What the heck are you doing here? That's got to be a visual glitch, because this is not a... Okay, we're gonna... I don't care if there is a visual glitch there. We're saving this, because that's the mistake we made last time, is not getting a save and losing all of our progress. Alright. Alright, we have got to get in under the rain is where we got to get going. Check out that weather. Alright. Actually go in any sort of a sensible direction when I just leapt out of that. Come on. Pip-Boy, please. Sort of. All the rads because I'm a bit of an idiot, but that's okay. We are back in Sanctuary. I could pull like wood out of the trees here, but I don't want to do that either because if I chop down some of these trees, it's just going to remove the ambiance of Sanctuary. And I'm not doing that either. So, cleanliness. Hygiene is a counter to pollution, and the two stores combined represent the cleanliness rating of the two scores combined. Settlement, which can be seen in the HUD menus. The higher the cleanliness rating, the less likely disease outbreaks will occur. Sanitation municipal buildings include things like bathrooms, showers, laundry, waste disposal. Each increase hygiene dramatically, resulting in a higher cleanliness rating. Cemeteries and level 3 residential buildings also increase hygiene by amounts. Cool. So you can...
It's not exactly paradise, but what is, right? With some hard work, I think this could be a decent place.
Happiness is kind of downish, but what do we got going on here? 22 beds. We've got lots of beds. Lots and lots of water because we've got an industrial strength water purifier. People are coming in good. We got more food than we could possibly need, so hopefully we can export some of that. Yeah, their happiness is all right. And I don't know what they've been up to, but let's wow. Okay, hang on. Let me get my bearings. So lots of food here. We're slowly getting buildings set up here. Right, lots of food. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna need to set up more residences, and I'm not sure where I'm gonna do that. I could occupy the streets here and just create narrow walking streets. All right, we're generally pretty good here. Hey Garvey, how you doing? All right. We need to get to a trading post. Coming here was not all that useful because I don't think we have trading posts yet. We can check. Yeah, these are all...
Probably done young. Okay, my second biggest fear. Being eaten alive by blood bugs is probably the first.
Fine. What do we got going on in here? Sort of an upgrade. I mean, I can't take any of this stuff. It's just sort of props. But basically, this is some sort of an extended workshop that they
Some
built for
wastelanders do the
themselves.
most disgusting shit without batting an eye. Or batting both eyes, technically. You can bat one eye, but then it'd be a wink.
I have no idea what any of these people are doing here, but this is great. We got another set of buildings here for industrial usage, and I think all of these are still tear-down buildings. Yeah. So still all scrap buildings for the moment. I'm not sure what I have to do to expand on that, but we will address that sooner or later. Okay.
Pardon?
This wasn't here before. I wonder if that has something to do with the commentary about cleanliness. Alright, let's see if we can't influence what some of these buildings do. So, quick save here. We're going to activate the ASAM sensor. Choose a building plan. What do we have available to us? Okay, hang on. First of all, let's view details. Gathering organic materials. So they are, in fact, because I did not set that up, they are, in fact, sorting out their own crap. Gathering junk. Okay, whoops. I keep hitting the escape key. View details. Design building materials shed. They are figuring out their own stuff. Okay. Can I, by any chance, build? I don't know if I can do this yet. I think it's that leadership problem I was talking about in a previous stream. Is I don't have leadership 2, which controls, I think, a lot of the shops that I can set up. Like if I were playing this in traditional mode. So I was thinking maybe I could just bootstrap this by building a store. Could I build a trader? And the answer is no. I require local leader 2 to be able to start pulling that off. In fact, all of these require at least local leader 2. And I'm willing to bet... Oh, hello. All right. What do you need?
What do you need?
Something nasty's living just around the corner from here. It's only a matter of time before there's some real trouble. Now, what's really too bad is it'd be a nice spot for a new settlement. In fact, I know some folks that'd love to set up there if it was safe.
Where is it?
You can make sure the old workshop there is still in one piece. Anyone who decides to move in later will be able to rebuild.
All right, where are they?
Where is this place?
Well, we have a pretty good idea. I hope you can find them and wipe them out.
Sunshine Tidings. Okay, it's just another quest for... Okay, no, that's totally cool. I did not see any sanitation buildings amongst those listed. Hey, how you doing?
Careful.
Amongst those listed in the workshop. Let's go and just pick one of these again at random. Say, I don't know, this one. Okay, so you're just gathering junk. That's fine. If we customize the plot, what does that give us? Change power pole, change plot type. No, we're not going to do that. That's not what I'm after. Choose building plan. So, there's some buildings that we can use, but we're not in a position to expand upon the types yet, I don't think.
Where the heart is.
All right. We need to get to a trader. That's what we really need to do. So the nearest trader that I remember is probably the diner. And then we can also go to Diamond City next. And again, I don't like doing this, but for the sake of the stream, let's just pop over to the diner. Because if we can literally purchase concrete, wood, metal, any of those resources, and just have a whole pile of it sent, that'll save us having to hunt it down. We need concrete for the water, which we desperately need at Abernathy. We need everything. We need that and copper, basically. We're out of copper for some of the wiring. Oh, hello, Nightingale.
If you picked up any rads or bullet holes out there, I should be able to help.
Actually, sure, carry me.
Okay. Walk me through your symptoms.
Cure my
Too much
rats before he
radiation.
caps.
I feel sick.
Sure. I can take care of that for you.
Not necessarily that cost effective, but there we go. Oh. I'm not going to steal a plushie from someone, regardless of the fact that one of my requirements in this game is to rescue every teddy bear and plushie in the entire Commonwealth that I can spot. But I'm not going to actually steal some from anybody, because that's just rude.
Hey, I
Yeah.
can rest easy knowing that
It's
we'll
clearly
be
their
rotting
plushie.
in hell.
I'm going to take that away from them. All right.
Do you need anything?
Yes, I do, actually.
Sure. Let's take a look. A little bit of everything.
All right. Let's go all the way down to the fact that they have plushies, and I'm going to buy these off of them because. All right. So all the way down to not bags of cement. Can actually here we go. Shipments of stuff. So shipments of copper. Oh my God, it's expensive. And concrete and wood. Whew. All right, time to start selling the farm, as it were. I should have spare weaponry. Yeah, here we go. I have some spare weaponry left over. And I'm literally going to sell everything I can to make this work. I can get away with not having pulse grenades and plasma grenades for the moment. I'm going to keep the cocktails, though. Alright. Hunting Rifle of Violence. I'm not going to use it, but I want to... I want to preserve all of the specialized weaponry, so I'm not actually going to sell those. Pipe pistol, lots of them. Calibrated, light, bayoneted. It's gonna take a lot of stuff. I'm gonna lose a lot of money on this, but we need to bootstrap this process. If I'm gonna get anything more done today. Pipe submachine gun, revolver pistol, all of this stuff. 10 millimeters. Yeah, don't need that. Not using the minigun for this build. Hoofball bat is staggering. Nice. Spiked knuckles, machete, serrated machete, sledgehammer, super sledge. I kind of want to keep one of these, but I'll eventually get more, so. Combat shotgun, double barrel shotgun, a whole mess of them. Keeping the syringer rifle. Do I have anything in this department I get rid of? Yes. Road leather is gone. One of the gas masks. Keeping some of these just for style reasons, but I don't need multiple copies. Harness, don't need. Long johns. Oh, except, okay, yeah. Assault gas mask, great. Bandit rags. A million of those around. Keep the suits. DC guard armor. Don't need an extra copy of that. Dirty black suit can go away. I'm gonna keep the houndstooth. One of the houndstooth suit and ties. I should store them though. Red bandana I don't need. Batting helmet I don't need. There's my items that enable me to do lots of carry weight, incidentally. Road flannels. Don't need that or the Fury outfit. Although I should. These are expanded items, obviously in one of my mods. I don't even know what they look like because they don't have a preview, but I'm sure I can wear them and see what they look like. But I'll also be able to get them again. Skull bandana, stripe bandana. I don't need any of those. Super mutant cage helmet. Victorian suit and tie are definitely keeping one copy of that. Wasteland hipster outfit. That could be amusing. Yellow flight helmet. Dog collar if I ever find dog meat again. Operator's glasses. Patrolman's glasses. Sunglasses. Welding goggles. Hey, look at that. My cost is coming down. So this was clearly... actually, those are cool, and those are kind of cool too. I don't need all of these bowler hats. Faded visor, army helmet. Gas mask with goggles. So that gives me 1 and 15, but the other one I had up here, it's 1 and 15. I don't need both. And I actually like this one better visually. So... and they're not terribly uncommon, so it's not like I can't get them back again. Power armor, helmet, leg and torso are all gone. Oh, and look at that, I'm like overshot. So actually, while we're here, why don't we exchange some of that weaponry for ammo that we typically need? We're eventually going to need the 50 cals. We're going to need as many fusion cells as we can get away with. We haven't been using the flares yet, but we will when we start getting the Minutemen up and running. And I think my sniper rifle takes the 308. Is there a way for me to find out? My weapons, sniper rifle. Yeah, is the 308. So we're gonna buy all the 308s we can get our hands on because we're constantly running out of them. We're not using the 45s right now. The one pistol that we have that we use in this vein uses 44s. So. Oh, and look, ASAM sensors. Plus another plushie, so we'll grab that too. Anything else that I want to grab while I'm here? More Radaway. You know what? Let's just we're not using the 5.56s, so we can sell those off. And we're not using the 5mm rounds either. We're not using the missiles. Fusion core. There we go. No, that's good. Let's do an accept.
This is a friend of mine.
All right.
Slap your discount on him, would you?
Sure thing.
Now, I've forgotten how this works, but let's take a quick look to see whether or not, I don't know if our settlements allow transfer of goods yet. Or actually, it doesn't really matter. Whatever it is, all these shipments and of stuff, hopefully I either have it on me or I have them available to me wherever I want to go. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go see if we can build more water facilities, because we need a lot of them. So let's try to do this. It's the one thing that we're really seriously low on resource-wise here. Yeah, we got lots of concrete, so we're good in the concrete department. So let's start laying this out, shall we? Okay. Okay. That's only given us, it's given us 15 water, which is a lot, but I'd like 20 or 30 water. So where can we put another one? Let's put another one over by, gotta go all the way around because we don't have a gate here, but that's okay. I'm gonna put a couple right next to the main building here. I'm going to put a few more at the back here. Is there a back way out of this building? No. So I don't really need to worry about that. But let's get a few more in here. Now we're going to put more agricultural plots back here eventually. So how are we doing for water? We're up to 30 water. And if we can get like 30 people living here, we're in really, really good shape.
I knew you'd help us.
All right. So let's see if we can't get our residences sorted out here. Yeah. All right. All right, all of you. Out of the way. Out of the way. I'm not having this nonsense. Not again. Not quite. Out of the way. Stop. Stop starting to build on things while I'm still fiddling with this stuff. Ugh. Guys are nuisances beyond measure. See, now I could scrap that entire tree. I don't want to. I want the big natural trees here. Oh, all you guys are such pests. you. I don't know what any of these little markers are that some settlements has left behind, but all right.
Oh, silly me! Again!
Come on. I'm literally not moving until you all get the heck out of my way. Better, better. Ugh. That was a colossal pain. All right. Okay, I don't know why it wants to put it there rather than let's try there. And there. And in principle there, but I actually want to make an avenue for being able to descend down into the area streetwise. So I'm actually going to come at this from a... Alright, so this lines up roughly there. Nope, where is it? There. I then want to go over a little bit, leaving a gap for a path down. It's not bad, but it's not great. How about there? That's not bad. Can we go any lower? Yeah. Actually, can we look at it from the back side? Okay, so that's actually kind of terrible. Let's raise that up. And get everybody out of the way, please. Thank you. That's alright. What do you think? I think that's pretty good. And the fronts of these lined up okay? Alright. And then we're going to then add one more here. Can we do that in a sensible way? Yeah, it's not quite going to be square with this outer edge, but that's alright. I can make that work. All the way over here, I actually put this right up against the outside edge, but I should be able to still squeak in a wall there if I have to. then what I'm going to do is on the back side, I'll have another row of residences facing the other direction. Which is actually what I should probably... Oh, look at this, actually. Because I've pushed this... Actually, that should be more forward, shouldn't it? Alright, let's fix this. Yeah, because it's actually... Ugh. Actually, the leading edges of these that I want to match up, not the trailing. The trailing's in the middle of the thing anyway, so... Alright, so let's... There, that's better. That's better. That's got the streets properly lined up. Plus, a really bad path beneath them. So let's, alright. Gotta give a little bit more leeway. There we go. There we go. Is that good enough? That looks like it's good enough. That'll do. That'll do. Alright. Now we want to fix the other problem, which is that we don't have any power to any of this, so... We are going to need more power to all of this. Get to that in a second. But let's see if we can fit another residence back here. It's going to have to be lower. This. Everybody's gonna have to get out of the way, please. Thank you. We're gonna start from this end and make this match up. So this is, where's that gap? That's here, except we want it to be lower. Now that I've done that, I actually want it to be
My bad.
further. A little bit more rotated. That's really close. A couple more inches to the left. About half a foot, actually. Ought to do it. Yep. Let's see how far over we can, if we can build another one in the back here at the same height. No, it's going to get blocked by something. That's really unfortunate. How far forward do we have to go to clean that up? Oh, well, it may just be that our companions are in the way, so let's sort that out first. Yeah, so I can't actually squeeze another one in there in any orientation. But you know what? That's okay, actually. I'm completely okay with that. So let's get the next one in here. Oh, way off.
Pardon?
That's pretty close. Rotated badly, though.
Hold on now.
Alright.
Hey!
I'll you out of the way again. Oh, did I forget to hook up this last one? Let's do that. That's odd. It actually has power, as does that one. Okay, I don't know why it's not. Alright, no, never mind. It's all good. We're all good. We're fine. We're good. Alright, so let's go and adjust this. Just a hair out, but otherwise really good. And it's a little askew in the rotation department. Ooh, I like it. I like it. We're good. We're golden. We're golden. All right. Can we get this one to attach properly? Yes, we can. Come on. I had you there a moment ago. Gotcha. Okay. We're probably going to be a little light on the power, but we'll figure that out in a second.
Pardon?
Okay, we've got power for everything. Now that should give us, I mean, it's going to take them a while to build all that up. We don't have enough people here anyway. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go into the Sim settlements and build this city planner's desk, which is going to sit somewhere where I can keep an eye on things. I thought about putting it inside the office there, but I think what I'm actually going to do is put it down here and make this area serve double duty. This corner, actually I can put it on this side. Except I need aluminum, dang it. Alright, oh, and we can get rid of the stuff. All right. We need to find a very small amount of aluminum. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this. We are then going to pop back over to Drumlin Diner and see if we can just purchase a shipment of aluminum. If we can't, we're going to have to go on the hunt for aluminum. Alright, back in here.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell. Thank you. Do you need anything?
You know it, Trudy. Let's
take a look.
All
take a
salvage,
look.
but nothing's junk.
So can we go straight after a straightforward shipment of aluminum? Possibly. No. Alright. So that means that we have to go and look up, try to find things that are... That's gold, and I am on the hunt for that, but we can not worry about that right now. Let's... aluminum, there we go. Yeah, none of my junk here. Alright. Come on. Nope. Alright. Back to Abernathy Farm. We got just enough aluminum to build that desk. Now what that desk gives us is basically a control point for fiddling with properties of the Sim settlements side of things. If we can't get enough aluminum here, we go to Diamond City, purchase some there, because I'm going to get this farm to the point where it's self-sustaining and can start accepting visitors, and then I'm going to set up a trade route between them. I might not be able to do that until I get local leadership too as well. We are rapidly running up against the wall. That we don't have that local leadership thing sorted. Alright, so here we go. Sweet. City planning. Alright, so let's do another thing here. I need level 18 to get another level of master locksmithing, which I won't have until next level. So that's actually one fundamental limitation to that side of things. So now we can start spreading out our skills amongst other stuff that we want to do. Rank 2 high-tech mods. I mean, I do want to science more stuff, but I need to hack expert terminals. The next one requires level 9, which I can also get. But I'll probably also want to go back and do locksmith. So the locksmith and the hacker are going to be the two things that I'm going to upgrade until I can do basically at least expert, if not... I think I'll do expert, and then I'll start focusing on other things. I can leave a few of the master level stuff for later. Not that I really want to. That's extremely annoying. But... Alright. We have to build a recruitment beacon. Or did we already turn that on? We might have already turned that on, didn't we? Let's go upstairs and check. Because we may be at the level where I can say that this is effectively good enough until I start sending people here. And then I can actually start sending people here. Yes, I already actually turned this on. Oh, I recycled one of my plushies in solving this problem. I apologize to all the plushies in the world, but I don't want to undo all of that just because the I'll have to pay a penance. But I'm not going to be ridiculous and actually go and unsave my game. What I am going to do, so that that does not happen again, is to go and unload all of my excess stuff that I want to preserve back at Sanctuary, which I should have done ages ago anyway. Oh. Well, Pinky, you helped make the Abernathy farm viable. That actually really annoys me. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Since the only conceivable thing that that could probably go to is making it that city planner's desk, I can only say that that is now the official Pinkie Pie city planner's desk. Which is probably going to mean that Abernathy Farm is going to become a amusement park before long, but what are you going to do? Alright, so let's go into here, because this is where I stash all the stuff that I explicitly do not want to... that's usually in the scrap area. Scrap stuff that I don't want to recycle. Yeah. Okay, let's make a double pass on that. Most of this stuff can just get recycled because I don't care, but... bugs me so much. Oh well, I mean, I'm not going to be able to get them all. And actually, yeah, that's... that don't really bugs me. Alright, so going off into... I'm going to go into my weapons, because I want to store some of the stuff that I want to keep, but that I'm never going to use, and that's usually just the specialty stuff. Alright, weaponry, apparel. All the casual and dapper stuff that I thought were cool. Military fatigues, all this stuff. I might use the armored jumpsuit under some circumstance. I'm not actually using this helmet, but I'm going to store it. Store. These are the pilot goggles, which are super cool and actually suit me, and I'm going to put them on actually in a second. Don't really want to store that. I can actually sell that. Unarmored jumpsuit. Sure, I'll store that and store that. And the hipster outfit, I was curious about. The dog collar for later. Actually, put the goggles aside. All of these hats that I've been collecting. The army helmet. Actually. I might be able to wear that, actually. Metal light armor of the ghouls. What is that? That's an arm right. I've never been able to get a full suit of really interesting legendary armor, which is why I collect this stuff, because I may eventually go back and... operator's belt and armor, that's on the chest. That's 15 and 10. This is, yeah, 27, clearly better. Anything else in here? No, most of this is just sellable stuff. Aid. I'll save the... some of this stuff can occasionally be made into things, so I actually better keep most of this on my person. Don't think I really need to unload any of that. Alright. So let's quickly go over into here and offload any of the actual junk. Just generally considered workshop stuff. Alright. Alright, so now that we've got all that sorted out. Oh, hey, buddy. I love that Heather's... I said this in the last stream, and I'll say it again. The fact that they so many of the mod creators are starting to get into fully voiced stuff. At least some of them are. Let's be fair. It's a lot of hard work, and no, I don't expect it that kind of thing in order for it to be a good mod. But Heather as a mod, all the Sim Settlement stuff as a mod, adding all the voice work. Especially Heather is insane. She's got so much dialogue. I find that amazing. All right, we got nighttime quickly approaching here. So let's figure out what we want to do. Oh, I gotta check in on Jake down at and Concord. Oh, right. So that is part of the ASAM stuff. We are kind of resource strapped. Let's go and see what he's all about. And if it's not questing related, if it's simply, here, you can do a new thing, then I'll consider that part of this stream. And if it's not, then I'll save it for the quest stream. We are, however, going to travel there the long way. All right. Every pony come with me. Okay, so the next one that I'm probably going to upgrade, because it's smaller, like to set up residences and like, is this. Because laying this out...
I will never tell you about University Point. I didn't then, and I won't now.
changing the situation at this point. So what do you know?
I mean, I'm going to end up going to University Point, Heather. I mean, you're going to have to cope. Heather's upgrade situation. She gets an affinity for me based on the number of places I take her that I have not yet discovered. So bringing her on board early is arguably a good thing. So she's sort of a researcher searching for something. And I should have checked the video feed. There's a thing describing what she was all about when I was when I acquired her, but it went by so fast. I'll have to check the video feed for what those panels said. But I can't not take her with me now, so she's part of the posse. Also, Heather's like singing, literally singing
A million times harder than TNT.
the Fallout Equestria classic songs. Someone had to record all of that. It's amazing. All right. Oh, hello. What do you got going on here, buddy?
Hey there.
Howdy, darling. Good to see you again.
All right. You wanted me?
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, that's right. As you can see by the crate, I managed to get the comm hub back. Although it wasn't easy, let me tell you. I've got the hub inside if you'd like to see it.
Sure.
I'll take a look. Sure.
All right, follow me.
All right. So what I'm going to do is, in case this becomes questy and I want to show it on the quest stream, I don't know why I'm getting this complicated with how I'm doing my streams. I can show that off from this point. But
There it is. Ain't she a beaut? Although sadly not ready for service just yet.
all right.
In fact, I couldn't even turn it on. But I have been able to give the old gal a good going over. Got a rough understanding of the hardware.
All right. You have my attention.
You've got my attention.
Well, judging by the internals, this thing mostly appears to be a giant processor. My guess is that it operates as a kind of ASAM switchboard, connecting and communicating with the sensors. Which makes sense, really. I mean, it is called the comm hub. Now, if we could get sensors connected and communicating, that really would open up our options. Let us do some cool things.
Okay. What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
Well, for example, remote management, mass software updates, division of settlement labor, and the obvious one, better communications. Now, to you, that last thing may not sound like much, but trust me, better communications is something we want. So I think it's in our best interest to get this comm hub running. Really begin to rebuild the Commonwealth.
All right. When do we start?
I'm on board. When do we start?
In order to get things going, first, we need to turn this thing on. And for that, we're gonna need some serious power. And I'm afraid my little generator just ain't gonna cut it. However, as luck would have it, just a couple of feet below us is all the power we could need.
Okay, go on.
Go on.
Concord has a municipal plutonium well. Probably used to power every building in town. To get some real power flowing again, all you need to do is turn it on. That is, if you wouldn't mind helping out.
I'm on it.
I'm on it. It's as good as done.
I knew you'd help. You'll have to discover a way into the old service tunnels running under Concord. Once you're down there, find something that looks like a big old generator. Do what you need to start it up, then head on back.
Okay, so I have to make a choice here as to whether or not to do this now or as part of the questy part of the stream. Now, I went down into the service these service tunnels on one of my questy streams. And so we did kind of clear that out, and we found all of the bits and pieces of the plutonium thing. Like, we found that the room it was in. I'll have to re-find it again. If I do this part of it, though, I think what I'm going to do is I'll just have to refer back to this video in a future quest stream, because I'm kind of keen on doing this now to see if it has any effect. But on the ASAM sensor stuff. I don't want to do it twice, so I think that's the way I'm going to do this. we go.
Not a lot of people want to hang around with a nosy reporter.
Alright. So here we go. We're gonna help Jake power up his stuff and see if that what that has in terms of the impact on whether or not we can do ASAM related, new ASAM related things. The little gizmos that enable us to do the sim settlement work. Now I should have cleared all of this out already, but let's keep our eyes open. Oops, nope. And pick up aluminum cans while we're here. Yeah, we cleared all this out, and it hasn't respawned, so... Well, not all of it's respawned. If there are a few things, I'll gladly take it. Hopefully the Mirelurks aren't one of them. They were beyond annoying. Well, there are a few things here that I missed the first time around, though. I'll take that too. Another way out or in, depending on your interpretation. So let's carry on back here. Quite a few things. Cause and secret little areas I missed the first time around.
Nice.
Probably back here, right? Yeah. Maintenance door to the back area. It's they did actually a really serviceable job at repurposing, like using new buildings or using buildings. The modders have created new buildings like the Bordello. They've modified areas like down here. They've done a really good job at stitching a lot of this stuff in pretty seamlessly. I'm highly impressed. There it is, it's in the back. Second pass of these areas is definitely giving me an opportunity to spot all the stuff that I glossed over. No matter how thorough I think I am, I'm clearly not.
See any good loot?
Yeah, loot all over the place. A little teleporty magic there, buddy. You guys all came around the back way. You're very clever. Okay. Okay. Hit the giant red button. Well, I did hit the giant red button. Okay, hang on. Now, I've already read this, these... keep exiting right out of the... Keep forgetting that part. Except for the gas generator. Comments on the gas generator. Okay, let's go check out the gas generator. Sweet. Return to Jake. All right.
Pardon? Silly me again. Hey!
Ugh. Making my life difficult. Alright, we'll go with this exit. So not much of a quest, but let's see. But that's okay. I didn't want this to be a big complicated quest, because it's not the stream for that, it's the stream for building stuff. But I will actually eventually switch over to doing, I think I'm going to do one more questy stream this weekend. Maybe two, but at least one more. Wow, more raiders that are just lying around here. I wonder if these are respawned or if I just missed them earlier. Either is completely possible. Did I even go in here? Apparently not. Apparently not.
Got it.
Actually, here's the thing. Before I leave Concord, I have a text file that describes places that I've been unable to unlock. So there is an advanced lock, Concord, workhouse in Concord, 3rd floor, strangled victim, and perps, advanced lock safe. So one of the buildings in here has a thing that I couldn't get into. Need to be able to do. I don't need to be able to do masters, I don't think, for anything in Concord. I got an advanced lock and an expert lock. I cannot do expert locks yet. And the next level is level 18. So once the next lock occurs, I can come back here and deal with that. And I'm going to be back here anyway, so okay, that's super annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, so actually I should add a note about that. So, oh, and there's an advanced lock crate underneath that Concord as well. So, what building is this? This is second story of abandoned building. So, Concord, second story of abandoned building at the end of the street, away from the museum.
Hold on now.
Expert lock. All right. Actually, I'm gonna put near tunnel down to civic area. Seriously, she's singing all the songs. I'm never gonna get. It's just never gonna get old. Just break into a little bit of a tune. All right. Quick save.
You should have all the power you need now.
Yeah, I noticed. When the power came back, it blew out half the bulbs in here. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to replace those. But the important thing is, we now have power.
All right. So what's the next step?
So, the next step?
Next step is, we try turning on the comm hub.
Let's do that then.
All right then. Let's try powering this thing up. Now let's see here. Okay, connect there. That. Popping this. I think we're ready to give this a go. Best if you stand back.
Okay, with that, I'm just ransacking your ASAMs. What did you do? Rough.
Hoarding now?
Yes, always hoarding. Don't judge me. Okay. What? Dude? I wasn't actually watching. Did he actually blow himself completely apart? Oh, thank goodness.
Okay. That didn't exactly go to plan.
Apparently not. All right.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. To be honest, I was kind of worried this might happen. The hub's been sent around and used for so long, and so many of its parts have degraded. Seems even with enough power, there's no getting around blown out capacitors and perished semiconductors. Still, it's worth a try.
Fair enough. So, what now?
So, what now?
Give me a day or two. Maybe I can swap out some of the busted parts, clean a few tubes. It might be enough. I know it may not seem like it, but this was a step forward.
Are you sure you're okay?
You're okay?
Sure. I'm fine. Oh, wait. Before you go. Here, take this.
Jury-rigged defense plot. You now build small jury-rigged defense plots which may allow for basic defenses to be constructed.
After all the trouble we've had with raiders, I started wondering if ASAMs could offer a solution. Now, I've not had the time to put some together myself. Been too busy with the comm hub. But what you have there are instructions on how to jury-rig together a sort of defense plot. It's not very advanced, but should at least deter attacks from some of the small fry.
Okay, how does it work?
How does it work?
Technically, it's just a creative use of an ASAM program with an industrial plot. But by making the changes listed on that piece of paper, the ASAM should be able to guide someone to build something a little more defensive. After that, it's just a matter of basic maintenance by whomever was assigned to it.
Okay.
I understand.
I'm gonna be busy with the comm hub for a while, so I won't have time to demonstrate. But I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out yourself. Thanks for your help today. I'll put out a radio message again when I've got news. Take care out there.
You got it, Jake. All right. So that was a worthwhile quest to just sort of get things going. Can I cheese this a little bit? Yeah, here we go. So we're going to go back to Yay for XP. And we're going to go back to Abernathy Farm and to Sanctuary.
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lasts.
And Sanctuary, brain not functioning. And I'm going to install one of each of those just to see what it does. Now, on the sake of Sanctuary, I can put it near my agricultural plots because I got more than enough food forever.
Trying to kill us, but Commonwealth never lacks for
That's actually, I've gone kind of the wrong way. I was doing the same thing that I was saying before probably wouldn't happen, which is that somebody would come along the sort of back roads here in order to get to Abernathy Farm, but let's do exactly that. Yeah, if you're bringing a cart, you'd probably come over here, up here, towards the tower. Yeah, that's kind of viable, except you get caught up on this stuff, which is a little bit obnoxious. Oh well, whatever. So let's go and do this. See if we can find a spot. I'm gonna have to figure out if I have enough actual power for this place, actually, because I only have the one wind generator powering all these places. And a couple of generators powering the lower half. Alright, in any case. So... jerry-rig defense plots. Oh, check this out. It's actually tinier. I'm hoping that's way off in the distance because I don't have that quadrant protected. And given that I know actually that there are raiders over there, I really should protect that corner. Oh, that's too damn close. Oh, hello. Yeah, come on. Alright, how far back did that set me? Because I don't remember where I did the... It's clearly, almost certainly back at... if I already guess, exiting the civic area. No, it would have been just before I did some saves during the questy part of this. Oh, if I have to rock through the quest didn't take that long. The post-quest stuff. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so that's the next thing I got to deal with, is that it's a little too easy for the bad guys to get into this particular farm. Okay. So let's just pop straight over here immediately. I'm going to build some defenses on the building itself post this. Okay, so they haven't come yet, if they were going to come at all, in this reload. So let's get some defenses in terms of turrets. Oh, I don't have any gears. Dang it. Alright. That is going to be the new thing, so we're going to tag the gears for searching. Oi. Oi, I say. Okay. Never a dull moment. This is why I don't want to start too many of these places up all at once, because A, lots of extra work defending. Prairie Defense Foundation plot. Right there, if you'd be so kind. Can I actually put another one but have it rotated the other direction? Because there's no reason why I can't use up this extra space. Okay, I'm not even sure what that's gonna look like. So I'm gonna let that build first. And see what it turns into before I decide whether or not to build anymore. So I won't put one in at Sanctuary just yet. No, that's not true. I can put one in the back. But you know what I also have to do though is I have to get some stairs up to this area. So let's see if there's stairs. Can we do stairs? Yeah.
Pardon?
Oh, we got stairs leading up now, so that's good. And I'm going to do a short set of narrow stairs for you.
Hold on now.
Can we even? No, it's too wide.
Hey!
These are all too wide. I mean, I'll just have to basically place them by hand. Seriously? Daring, get out of the way. Alright, that'll do. Need to be attached because it doesn't impact whether or not they can path find. They can still find their way up and around everything. So, how do you like them apples? That's not half bad.
Think about your hero when you're at ground zero.
Alright, so we're going to pop over to Sanctuary again. We'll install one of these out in the agricultural area, which is arguably the lesser defended section, so that's a good spot for it. So we're coming up on the 3-hour mark. That actually forms a nice round package. I can go and grab myself a bite to eat, and then I can come back here and start thinking about the questy part of this stream. Because what I need to do is I need to get my ranking up for 2 reasons. I need to get the next level of hacking. That's my minimum. That's the next thing that has to happen. The thing that, or actually no, the next thing that has to happen is lockpicking. I think. I need to get my ranking up is basically what this needs to happen. I need that local leadership too. I've got so many things I need XP in just to be able to progress both halves of what I want to do. All right, so I'll have to make that decision at some point. Over here. We do have quite a bit of defenses here, but arguably this area could be stormed. So industrial plots. This one can, I think, just be placed on the ground. Does it require power? It does require power. Alright, so I'll have to make sure to power the other one up. Alright, no, that's fine. Let's just run a line from here back to here. Alright. I'm good with that. Let's actually see if I've got enough power to power everything in this place. And I should do the same thing for the other plot. I think these are the last sort of tying up loose ends half of this. So... Oh, okay. City resources. Your city will need lots of supplies to build up to sprawling cities. You can donate junk and caps to help them build and maintain the settlement. Note that donated items can't be reclaimed. Once donated, they're sort of out of your reach forever. Nice. I can donate my entire workbench contents. I mean, it's not going to happen. But the next time I come in here to donate a bunch of stuff, I'll donate to this. They are, by the way, gathering their own materials. So they are generating their own stuff. But this is an alternate way. That's really interesting. I didn't notice that was there. So what do we got here? We got the city resources bin. And we got the city planner's desk. Alright. Oh, this is in case we need to craft some of the pieces that we were missing. Tools. Sem hollow icon toggler, packed city planner's desk, packed compact planner's desk. I wonder what else is in here. Town meeting gavel, issue a command to all of your settlers. Well, I'm totally making one of those just because it's a giggle. Pile display of the floating hollow icons in front of plots. I kind of want them there, actually. We're going to leave that alone. Interesting, I didn't realize there were so many pieces to this city planner's desk. So that's for crafting. City manager, software use, manage city. Select city plan, assign a city leader. City plan, Sanctuary Hills basic. Okay, that's fine. You know what? I'm going to leave all of this sort of alone. Preston Garvey is, in fact, the classic leader for this, so that's fine. Wow. All right. Let's use the software. We're going to go into reports. We're going to go into needs report. Food. Needed 22, produced 60. Water. Needed 22, produced 40. We kind of already knew this. Oops. Ah, stop, power. 25, produced, needed 6. So we just got loads. Alright, so I'm not worried about that. Quick pop over to the Abernathy farm. Sweet. Okay. A couple of things we have to do then. To go over here and make sure that this is powered. Oops. No, don't. Please don't do that. Okay. The next thing is to go down to the city planner's desk and do the same power check we were doing before. I would eventually like to connect up these two power grids, but that'll sort of happen as we close the gap, so I'm not super worried about that. I do, however, want to make sure that we have enough power, generally speaking. Reports. Let's do a needs report, please. Specifically, I know about water. Power is the only one that's potentially problematic. Produced 9, needed 1. Okay, so I presume, actually, that's for... Isn't that interesting? None of these plots of land, at least at present, need power. That may be because they're not being used by anybody. Like, none of the residences are. So that usage may go up. But right now, these all have power available, but apparently not using any. And the only thing using power is arguably the radio beacon. That's fine. I don't need power for the water pump like I do at Sanctuary. So we are all good in that vein. Fair enough. That's a thing. It looks great. It looks great. I don't know what else to do at this point. I think we have enough defenses generally, except I don't have the gears necessary to build more turrets. Could build a guard tower. In fact, I think I will, up at the top there, but there's not enough people to man it. So what I really need to do is get more people sent here. And I think the simplest way for me to do that is get on the questing bandwagon and start finding people who want to go to my new. Alright, so out here, since this is the side that's most likely to be a problem, we are going to get an early warning by, let's see if we can do this. Defense. Guard posts. Have this nicely sort of cantilevered out over the edge of the building. Oh, except I kind of want it facing that way. Okay, that's fine. All right. So at least that should be good on the approach. We need people. We desperately need people to fill this out. So at this point, I need to get people in here. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to pop down to don't want to get started on any quests while I'm in my build stream. I mean, this is as built as it's going to sensibly get. I just feel a little bit not great. I don't have a whole lot of people here. So I'm actually going to send people from Sanctuary. I got 22 people there with room to expand. But let's back that off and send some of the people from there down to Abernathy Farm to help flesh it out. We don't need production on food and all that, but to help defense, that would be probably pretty good. I just want to do this quickly, save the game, and then go get food and a beer. Oh, wow. Time just passes. All right, let's see if we can... Okay, we're going to have to sleep until morning, because... Flashlight! Because, yeah. Can we find anybody anywhere in here? Are they already asleep? Is somebody I can just wake them up and send them on places? Or are these just window dressing to represent where they would sleep? Okay.
If my nose is runny, don't worry, that's normal. It's when the blood starts coming out that I start to panic.
Alright, I got a new thing for you.
Just looking to trade a little.
Nope, it's not there that I need to go into for this, is it?
How's it going?
Move you to Abernathy Farm. Move you to Abernathy Farm. Kind of like Lily here. Lily's been around here a while. I'm not going to make her move. Seven's been around here a while too. She's grandfathered in, as it were. I think I want to grab about 4 people from here if I can find. Here we go. Move to Abernathy Farm. Move to Abernathy Farm. Courtney will leave here. Move to Abernathy Farm. Move to Abernathy Farm. All right, so we got a small handful of them all heading out there, so they should be able to keep the place better sorted. So save.
Raiders thought we were easy pickings. We showed them different.
I wish the Commonwealth wasn't so dusty. Where's a Mr. Handy when you need one?
All right.
Take care of your gun. It'll take care of you.
We are in good shape. We are in really good shape. I'm going to sleep until the morning and then pop over to the farm and see how that works out. I should also get myself a couple of just ordinary spare beds in Abernathy so I can crash there, but that may be more trouble than it's worth. How did this end up building out? Oh. That's not how I expected that to get built. But it does make sense now. So this is basically just a stand-and-view defense outpost, nothing more. All right, now that we know that it's not a go and grab guns kind of location, it's a defensive wall kind of location.
In the Grognak game, Grelok is an evil monster that turns people into zombies.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
I was thinking if ferals exist, maybe Grelok exists. And if Grelok exists, maybe magic and dragons and warlocks exist too.
So we're gonna move and rebuild this, and we're gonna rebuild this, I think, over here. Because this is, I think, more likely to be not there. Maybe here. I think they're more likely to come through this area if we have. I get power out this far? No. Okay, so a couple of last minute things to sort out here. Connectors and switches, power pylon large.
My bad.
And the reason I can't build this is is there a reason I can't build things? nothing more can be built. That's kind of rubbish. Okay, where can I reload back from? Is it before I laid that that unit out? I don't think so. Okay, so I did already hook that up, and I have to move this. So I understand where the limit came from now. I just looked it up. Sim Settlements has for performance reasons, I'm gonna rebuild this in a more sensible location. It has a limit value you can set for building things. And I'm going to just basically have to turn those limits off and hope that my computer doesn't melt into slag. So let's build this basically off the corner of the house here. So that'll help the defense on that corner. Oh, except then I gotta provide power to it. Okay. Can I get power? Probably not. Alright. I do not have the ceramics necessary. Ah, never ends. Can I build an entire, what are the chances I can build an entire other windmill up there and then just connect it downwards? No, I'm out on all supplies everywhere, except ironically for copper. Okay. That's where it's going to live, though, for the moment. Alright. Alright, the MCM menus. Okay, so hang on. I think I might have to go into mod config. If there's anything in here. Tools. Advanced controls, max threads. Not worried about that. Here we go. Maybe. Framework controls, but this isn't really what I'm after. Issue your command to all of your settlers. Performance, here we go. Respect build limit city plans. That's fine. When on, some settlements won't build or upgrade city plans when settlement is at build limit. All right. Spawn animated objects, etc., etc. Under the performance tab, build limits. So we want, except, okay, so this says respect or not respect the build limit. I've hit the nothing more can be built. Twice in my red rocket stop. If you go to the settlements workshop workbench, there's a build limits or something close to that name option. I increased it by a percentage, and I'm not seeing a percentage based stuff. Okay, so it must be on a city by city basis. So yeah, these will upgrade even past limits, but upgrades doesn't necessarily mean building new stuff. So what I need to be able to do is go down here, because I'm going to hit this wall in this place trivially. So I have to do this at both locations. So tools, advanced tools, options, nope, performance, here we go. Oh, this is just the same thing I had before. This doesn't have a percentage value section on it. Local settings. Go to Settlements Workshop Workbench. Normal red workbench each settlement has. And press space. There's a build limits option. Okay, this is for the local stuff, and that's fine. No population because of the empty menus in workshop framework. You increase build limit at the actual settlement workbench. Alright, let's try that. The workbench is not here, although what I should probably do is move the workbench down here. I think the workbench is probably up here somewhere. I can't really remember. Chem station. Cooking.
I hope you realize how much you did for us.
Quite the contraption you got on your arm. Can't say I've seen anything like it.
I can't actually move it from up here. All right. Manage. Oh, space. Manage settlement. Okay. Settlement layout, scrap settlement, configure build limits. There we go. Look at that. All right.
It's funny. Just for a moment there, I thought you were your sister.
Dad, don't think about things like that.
I suppose I can't help it. It hasn't been that long since she...
Stop that. Just put it out of your mind.
You're right, sweetheart. You're right.
Huh?
Boy, that's just tragic. All right. Popping back up here, let's adjust this as well. Because I don't know how many quote build resources Sim Settlements takes in comparison to doing all the stuff yourself. But I want to, I don't know, I'm willing to run pretty hot and heavy in order to be able to
can get them now.
it's a weapons workbench. All right, manage.
Less troubles later.
Hello.
Hi, Lucy. How you doing? All right, let's do this again. We're going to move this. See if this works better this time. Move this into a more sensible location. Nope, that is definitely not what I had intended. There we go. I want to move the entire thing over to here, like I had suggested. Over here. That'll do. That'll do nicely. But then I need to make sure that I power connectors and switches, large pylons. See, now I can properly build these. Let's just put one of these at the corner of this building. Connect up you to you, but also bring you across to nothing. Because the nearest place that has light is way the heck over there, because I don't need power for these. Okay, that's a thing now I gotta deal with. Can I bring it across? Because I'm going to need power to both of these anyway. Alright, let's see if we can. Let's do a little jiggery pokery here. Let's see how far down here we can bring this power pole. Basically here. Eventually I'm going to have all this covered with residences. There we go. There we go. All the way over to you, and now we have a defensive structure over here that's properly powered and will be built up and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, check that out. We got a lit residence here. We got lit residences here. Oh.
I've got some debts I need to clear up, but this settlement feels so safe. It almost feels like I don't have to pay them.
Yeah, well, we got taxes here, buddy. Figure it out. How are we doing over here? Oh, hello. Oh, wow. Okay. You are a material shed, but we've clearly gone and upgraded some. So I don't know whether it's just clearing that limit or whatever, but oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, so we're getting things going here. Can we do anything to any of these buildings? Let's just activate this and see if we have anything left, anything new in the choose building plan area. Not yet, and I think that's still probably because I haven't hit leadership level 2 yet, but we'll find out, right? It may just because we haven't had an opportunity with Now, can we build another industrial plot at the back here? Because we do have an open space, and this has been bugging me a little bit. Probably. Yeah, almost certainly, actually.
Pardon?
Yeah, that'll work. Actually, we can move it a little bit forward, because that's a little awkward. Come on, really? Well, that's about as far forward as we can build it, but actually that looks like it's going to actually fit in nicely anyway, so that's fine. We don't yet have a power pole to attach to. Oh, these all don't have power. Why do these all not have power? That doesn't have power. we're gonna go get our staircase from over here. Oh, screw it. We're gonna build another staircase because we're gonna need to get up there anyway. That will be under structures, wood, you. Did something get shifted or moved here? How long has this been disconnected? Good grief. Okay. This is a thing. Let's add another full power pole then. Like a full street light, because why not? That seems kind of appropriate. So I don't want that one. I want that one because it's prettier. Wow, how long have those been underpowered? Look, happiness has gone way up since I actually got my crap together. Eesh. Oh my goodness. So you've got power. You're all residences, so you've generally got power. Well, that's just bananas. And what do we actually have in terms of beds here? So we have 24 beds and 22 people. And that probably includes the beds that I built. In here, actually. Yeah, check that out. Almost everything's occupied. Now maybe because these are unoccupied? No, these do have stuff in them. All right, so what's that going to mean? That means that I really do have to start laying out residences for over here. It's a whole thing. Right, let's just do it. These residential plots aren't terrible, and these are extra easy because I've already got a flat area for them. But I do want to extend off the back there, so let's see if we can't do a little recycling first. Kind of sad that there are graves back here. It makes me a little sad, but it is what it is. Okay, so alright. See if we can't lay these out now. Okay, so there's something blocking me. Here we go. Almost got that. No, 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 no. Okay, that's good. Let's get another one. Oink. See if we can cram another one in here. Might have to recycle some of this stuff. I can't actually recycle much of this stuff because this part of it is outside the build area. So, alright, let's try anyway. Can't. Nope. Yeah, sure. But I can't recycle that bit. That's really annoying. Alright. Come on, guys. Get out of there so I know if I can actually stuff another one in there or not. Thank you. No, there's no way I can cram another one in the back there, so probably put something else in that section. So how about over there? Yeah, I can build another in here, so that's cool. It's actually pretty close to the limit of where I can build. I can't build out into that area very much. Oh, hello, except it's actually blocking off that entire other residence. So can we jam this way enough? No, it's just going to be... That's going to be really tight. Alright, everybody out of there. Again, please. Thank you. That'll work. That will definitely work. Okay, so with that in mind, we should be able to run that. Okay, so that's coming in from over there. So if I run this to here, yeah, so that actually worked, which means I don't need this because I should be able to run you to, oh, I just can't. That is super weird that I can't actually make that connection. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to do something, we're going to do a thing where connectors. We're going to use a small one. Pull a small one somewhere there. And then we're going to connect that over here, can we? Connect that to here. At which point all those are powered, which means I can then, so now I have that connected, which means I can take this and store it, and these guys still get power, and that still gets power, and that connects over to there. Yes. And I can't build any of that because I'm just completely out of resources at this point.
Some of my settler friends used to play kickball, but they got bored of it the day I asked to join. It was just really bad luck. I'm sure they did.
Yes, I'm sure they did. All right. I'm going to occupy one of these beds. All right, so sleep for 6 hours, save the game, and that is the end of my settlement-based stream, except for dealing with crises that come up. Because I want to get onto some questing after food. Oh, this looks great. This looks great. I've got an extra, 3 plots sorted out here. I may be able to get a small plot of something interesting just in here, just to, maybe I can put a recycling station in here or something. Yeah. We'll sort that out later. All right. So getting a good shot of our crew and part of the settlement as the thumbnail. We're going to hit save. All right. You in my wigwam. See, you're just going to get me doing that, Heather. All right. So here we go. We are going to, we did the save. So I'm going to say at this point, thanks very much for joining me. And I will be back, I think, later this evening for at least some questing, I think. Unless I get kidnapped by someone to go sail on a pirate ship. So this has been Code Weaver Plays Games. I'll see you in the next stream.